Welcome back to the Kitchen of Mama. Guess what we're making today? That's right, tamales! So what you're gonna need is obviously some chicken, because we're gonna make some chicken tamales. We got some chicken breast here. We got some ready-made masa for tamales. You ask for this at any Mexican store that sells masa or sells Mexican ingredients. We got onion, tomato, 2 tomatoes. We got bay leaves. We have chiles, guajillo, chipotle chiles, or not chipotle, I'm sorry, guajillo chiles, chili pods, garlic, pepper, salt, oregano, cumin seed, and we have some la costeña, sliced jalapenos, or any other kind of sliced jalapenos. We also have mozzarella cheese, because with this here we're going to make some rajas tamales. And we have the corn leaves, what's it called? The husk, corn husk. And they're in water because it has to be washed. Just like if you were going to make beans, you have to wash the bean to get the nastiness out, all the dirt and stuff. So you wash out the corn husk and you wet it so that it's soft. Otherwise it's going to be super stiff and it'll crack, it'll break. We have an olla tamalera, which means basically that you have a boiling pot. How would you call this? A steamer pot thing. And we got this thing here with holes because it's going to go inside the olla tamalera so that it steams the what's it called? The tamales. So let's get started.
Okay, so we basically cut up the chicken and we're washing it right now. We took the fat out as we always do in all our videos. Okay, just rinsing it a couple times to push out any lingering fat or blood.
Or water.
Okay, do that a couple times. Then we're just gonna fill it up. Okay, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up.
Turn on the stove. Make sure there's heat on the stove. Don't put your finger in there. Ow. And ignore this pot. It's just albóndigas left over. We're gonna eat that later.
We're gonna put salt in.
We're gonna do salt. My mama says.
And it's okay if it's a little bit too much salt this time because the tamales is not gonna have salt, so the meat has to be not overly salty, but just a little tad more than usual that you usually do. Okay, so I added salt. You put 2 bay leaves, laurel. You put a medium half size of the onion in there and 2 garlic cloves to boil.
We are waiting for the chicken to boil. As you can see, the water is semi-boiling. You can see some chicken effect, and you can see the onion, it's cooking. So we're gonna give it a little more time, and we're gonna make our tamales soon. So we're in a medium fire. We're gonna dry the leaves before we get actually the tamales going. Okay, so remember I told you the leaves had to be in water to soak. So here's the soak. Then you find yourself some niños for slave labor, and you have them dry out the leaves. Dry it, child. Dry it. Go. Okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're supposed to say, yes, master.
Yes, mister.
You see, people? That's how you do it. So we're going to shred the chicken just like this. Careful, careful. There we go. You have to do it with a certain technique. Okay? Now mama's going to take over. Go ahead. There we go. Good. We're going to shred all of the chicken. All of this chicken. Over here. All this has to be shredded like that. Because we're going to make a sauce that we're going to put all the chicken in. We're going to soak it in so that we can make our tamales. So, okay, hold on. Let me show you with a new one. We're doing an honorable samurai death. We're going to decapitate the chile. And then we're going to take out its guts. Like this, okay? And the reason why we're doing this is because we're going to blend it with... There we go. We got all the seeds out. If we don't take the seeds out, it's going to be a lot spicier than it should be. So we just want to cut the tail off the chile and put them in here. So right now I got 2 so far. I only got these many more to go. And then we're going to blend it with the tomatoes and the garlic and other stuff I'll show you next.
So you want 2 garlic cloves, salt, about a tablespoon, cumin seeds. You want just a pinch of that because it's strong. Just a little bit more because that thing is really strong. A pinch of oregano, dry leaves. We want also just that much, a little bit, and then we put in this that we were boiling, the chiles and the tomatoes. Just put it in here. We save the caldo for later also. Okay. Then put just a little bit. Just a little bit, and you save the caldo. Put it in. Just that much. Okay, and we just want to coat the pan so the chicken doesn't stick. So here's the oil. Here's the shredded chicken. I'm gonna put it in here. That's a lot of chicken. A lot of chicken. Okay, put that there. And then now we're gonna use this here and here. And we just mix it. Not getting it.
Okay, so now we're gonna cut the cheese. Just kidding. The other kind of cheese, the mozzarella. Because remember, we're gonna make some rajas, queso con rajas, tamales also. So we're cutting the mozzarella cheese now in little square. Show me one of the things. Just like that. For the tamales. Okay, now that we got the chicken in sauce, we got some jalapenos, rajas, and we got some cheese cut up. We got the leaves. What do you say in English?
Corn husk.
The corn husk. Now we're gonna start the process of the tamales. We're gonna open our masa bag here. We're gonna grab the cuchara thing here. I'm going to start with, here, give me one.
I'll do it.
Mama said, I don't know. She's better than me. She's better. Okay, you do it then. Okay, so we grab a tamal hoja thing. We spread it open. We grab the spoon, masa, and we spread it on the leaf. Just like that.
You want to put it on the way all the top?
Not all the way outside, but to the top.
Yeah, and then to the bottom, only up to here because you're going to fold it.
I want to tell them.
Okay.
To the bottom, but not all the way because you want to fold it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now add the chicken.
No, not yet. I have to do all this. It's a process.
Well, but I want to show them how to do it.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Pause then. Let's
So
go
we want to
back.
spread the masa evenly all the way to the edge of the leaf of the tamal. We don't want to add too much because we don't want pure masa once it's cooked, and we don't want it too thin because we don't want it to rip. We want to leave the bottom part open because we're gonna fold it, kind of like a burrito, but more like a tamal. Now we take the chicken and we put some in the middle and spread it out a little bit, so that when we fold it, all that is gonna be right in the center of the tamal.
I want a little caldo.
Now we roll it up, just like that, and we roll it, we fold it, and we roll the top over, just to hold it in place, like that. We stand it upright so that all the stuff that's inside doesn't fall out, and to make sure that the meat and stuff doesn't drip, it doesn't fall out when we start cooking it. So that's gonna be the first tamal. We're gonna do the other 7,000 just the same. So have fun, and
Let's put this here for now.
if it slides down, just keep holding it up.
You're gonna make 7,000?
Just leave it there for now. That's what it is.
You're gonna make 7,000?
7,000. We're gonna make. No, not really. We're only gonna make 700. But that's the first one, and in a little bit, I'll show you the next step. Okay, so we got the tamales in the pot. As you can see, the pot's steaming, and we have them upright. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. They're upright as we can. The top ones are cheese and jalapeno, the rajas tamales. So that's the reason why they're laying down like that. But the others are chicken. So they're slowly cooking. This process is gonna take about, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So it's a long, slow process. It's on medium, and this is a propane stove. So we're gonna leave them like that. We'll come back in about an hour and test to see if it's fully cooked. As you can see right now, the masa is still, it's not cooked, obviously. And so it'll be, that's the reason why it takes a long, slow process. So if you're doing this at home, hopefully now you'll have a lot of respect for the people that go in the parking lot at Walmart trying to sell you tamales. It's a lot of work. It's a very long process. So we'll come back in an hour and check them. Well, in more like 30 seconds for you guys, because an hour for me, 30 seconds for you. Okay, bye. Alright, so we're gonna check tamales again. Hopefully they are cooked this time. It looks like they are. But let me see. Let's grab one. And we put it on its belly. We open it up. And yep, it's cooked. You see? It's cooked. Whoops, broke. It's a little soft, but it's cooked. Can you see it? So this one had a little bit of masa on the top, so you can actually see its guts. But if we flip it over, there we go. It's a little bit thin, that's why it looks like that. But there it is. Here's the homemade tamales. I hope you like it. I know it's a lot of work, so enjoy.